What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, just another PokeTuber, coach of your Piedmont Triad Kickers, coming at you today with Week 1 of Season 4 of SPDA Luxury Ball. Today we are taking on, we've literally faced this dude every single season of SPDA now. We're taking on a Prater 54, the homie, coach of the Machesney Park Slowpokes, and as per usual, he has a pretty threatening team, which consists of Terra Tornadus Therian, who, in my opinion, could be any Terra type it freaking wants to be in this matchup. But if I had to take a guess, probably something that hits Cinderace. So, ground, water, uh, probably ground, now that I think about it. Because it's like Cinderace, Jirachi, Tentacruel. Actually, yeah, ground makes the most sense. Because you get Grass Knot for Ursaluna, and you can kind of just hit everything else with, like, what, Bleak Windstorm, I guess. He has the Archayu DZ, the Chi-Yu, the Quaquaval, the Zoroark the Slowbro Galar. Wait, yeah, Slowbro Galar, Politoed, who is his, I would imagine the way he sets rain, the Galvantula, the Terra Whimsicott, and last but not least, the Kingdra, who I just found out like 5 minutes before making this is on his team. So, um, thankfully, my prep doesn't really, Kingdra doesn't really affect my prep, even if it comes. So, yeah, that's the team he has. And if I had to take a guess, he probably brings, well, he needs to bring Politoed for his rain mode. So I'd imagine you bring Politoed, Archaeudon. You probably bring your Kingdra and your Tornadus for speed. They outspeed my whole team. Well, Kingdra doesn't outspeed my team outside of Rain, but with Rain, obviously, it outspeeds my whole team. I guess he could bring his Quaquaval. It looks better into my team than most. And just because it's a Praetor, I feel like he'll bring his Zoroark in the last slot. I don't think he brings Galvantula into me. He has to respect the court change. I don't think he brings the Chi. Honestly, I don't know why Chi is on a Rain team to begin with, but I mean, I don't think he brings it. Not in Rain. Like it's an awkward matchup. I feel like into my team. I don't think he brings the Whimsicott against me because I mean, sure you get Prankster, but I don't know what Whimsicott actually does to my team. And then last but not least, there's the Slowbro Galar who, let's be real, Jirachi walls that thing into the ground, so I don't think it's coming. To combat this team, first and foremost, we decided we're going to bring Horacio the Vikavolt, who's rocking his leftovers. Levitate for the ability, 252 HP, 20 defense, 196 spit def, 40 speed, calm nature with sticky web, volt switch, bug buzz, and much shot. So basically, we're running the 40 speed, so if we get up webs and mudshot the freaking Archaeudon, we can outspeed it if it's like a bulky Archaeudon with no speed. Um, and then, depending on the investment, there's a good chance Mudshot just two shots Archaeudon, which I find kind of funny. And that's the only reason Mudshot is here. Outside of that, we're just bug buzzing and volt switching on everything else. And ideally, we want to get up webs to help mitigate the speed of Kingdra. Not to mention, if the Tornadus isn't Terra flying after it Terras, it's just, yeah. And then, of course, Quaquaval. Now you hit the Aqua Step twice to outspeed everything. And any, like funny choice scarfers, because Adam likes his funny choice scarfers. So, yeah, that is Vigavolt. Next on the team roster, we have the one, the only Jirachi, who's rocking their leftovers. Serene Grace for the ability, 252 HP, 4 attack, 252 spit F, careful nature with Thunder, Aura Spear, U-turn, and Stealth Rock. Rocks are just here to help chip stuff. U-turn is here for pivoting. Aura Spear is here just so I can hit the freaking Archaea DZ. And Thunder literally, well, I guess we can also hit Chi-Yu, but I don't think I want to stay in front of a Chi-Yu. But Thunder literally hits everything else on the team. And it's just a funny button because he has to bring the rain into me. And, well, as we all know, Thunder is 100% accurate in rain. Not to mention, this is Serene Grace boosted. So basically, every time we click Thunder, there's a 60% chance we're going to pair something. On top of just having a really strong move, which I think is pretty cool. So yeah, that is Jirachi. Next on the team roster is our Terra captain for the week, the one, the only Merryweather the Comfey, who's rocking his leftovers. Triage for the ability. Terra Ghost, because every time I fight a Quaquaval, they run upper hand against me. So, with that being said, we're Terra Ghost because now your upper hand doesn't do jiggly squat to me. The only downside is the Chi-Yu, but I don't think Chi-Yu's even coming to the game. And I mean, there is the Zoroark, but if we Calm Mind enough, we don't have to really worry about Shadow Ball as much. So there's that. Albeit, knowing my opponent, he'll probably be like I've seen him run SD Poltergeist in the past. I wouldn't be surprised if he does that. But anyway, we're 244 HP, 108 defense, 156 special attack. Bold nature with Draining Kiss, Terra Blast, Taunt, and Calm Mind. Basically just enough bulk to make sure after leftovers recovery, nothing physically is like two-shotting us, let alone one-shotting us if it's not hitting us super effectively. And then we have enough special attack that once we get like some calm minds up, we're doing the damage we want to into this team to, potentially just sweep with Comfey. But yeah, that is Comfey. Next on the team. Oh, and by the way, Comfey, if it's not obvious, is the main reason I'm not too worried about Kingdra, because yes, you have Swift Swim, but we have Triage. So yeah, our speed always comes first. Next on the team roster is Anmon. Never uses Mon in a game before, but I feel like it looks really good into this rain team. It's the one, the only Moltres Galler. We haven't decided on a name for this thing yet, so just bear with me for the meantime while it's called just Moltres. I noticed that typically this thing runs Citrus Berry, so okay, we're running Citrus Berry. Berserk is the only ability we get. We're 252 special attack, 4 speed F, 252 speed, modest nature with Fiery Wrath, Hurricane, Nasty Plot, and Agility. From what I saw in damage calcs, if I set this guy up, and yeah, it's just an immediate GG's. Like, our Chalyodon does not take a +2 Fiery Wrath. I don't think anything on this team takes a +2 Hurricane either. So let alone a +1, because the way Berserk works, for those of you who don't know, if we fall below half HP, we get a +1 special attack boost. So yeah, if that happens and we're like agility'd up, not only will we outspeed the Kingdra, assuming he's like not jolly or timid, of course. Yeah, we just sweep if this die gets set up. It's as simple to it. So yeah, that's Moltres. Looking forward to using you. Next on the team roster, this is a rain team, so we should bring our grass type in the form of Ogre Pond Cornerstone, also known as Pebbles, who's rocking her Cornerstone mask, sturdy for the ability, 252 attack, 4 speed F, 252 speed, jolly nature with Ivy, Cudgel, Horn Leech, Low Kick, and Swords Dance. If we set this girl up, she kind of just kills everything. Horn Leech keeps us healthy. Ivy Cudgel just is a really good click into, if we touch it neutrally or super effectively, it probably just dies after we get boosted up. And then Low Kick is only here for the Archaeodon, if I'm being honest. But yeah, that is Pebbles. Next on the team roster, last but not least, you guys know this guy was coming. It's the one, the only. So this says Carrot. I can't remember if I brought Carrot or if I brought Soul. I think I actually ended up bringing Soul. I think I'm ended up bringing Soul because now that I think about it, Carrot is like on vacation right now, so excuse that. It should say Soul, I think, because I don't think we're bringing Carrot. Either way, we've already trained the team in game, so we'll see when the game starts, but I'm pretty sure we brought Soul instead. We are rocking the Wide Lens, Libero for the ability, 44 HP, 252 attack, 212 speed, Jolly Nature with Low Kick, Gunk Shot, Sucker Punch, and U-Turn. Gunk Shot is the primary move I'm going to be clicking to attack, which is why we're running Wide Lens. My opponent isn't particularly known for setting hazards, so I think we'll be fine to, not worry about the hazards too much. We just want the Wide Lens so Gunk Shot can hit as much as it can. Low Kick is just for the Archaeodon. Sucker Punch gives us priority and U-turns for pivoting. Also, if we get webs up, Kingdra on webs will be slower than this Cinderace, so there's also that. We can just Gunk Shot and do massive damage to it. But yeah, guys, that is a team. I think I said everything needs to be said, so without further ado, let's get into the battle. Good luck, have fun to my opponent at Praetor54, hopefully. Alright, so we are connected with our opponent at Praetor54. He has brought the Archaeodon, the Politoed, the Kingdra, the, what do you call this thing? Quaquaval, the Tornadus, and last but not least, the Zoroark. So, I don't see a reason why we can't lead with our Horacio. So, his Tornadus is Terra Ground. Okay. Terra Ground Tornadus. Did we bring our water type today? No, we left Tentacruel at home. Of course we did, because you know what? We wanted power today, so, Comfey, in theory, can beat 66% of this team by itself. Zoroark can be tricky, no pun intended, because it could just come in and try to trick us, but at the same time, I feel like Draining Kiss is super spammable into this team, so I don't know. And we are Terra Ghost, so maybe he wants to just straight up try to attack us instead. But I like getting up webs, turn 1, just seems like a good idea. At some point we need to get up rocks too to keep track of what is Zoroark. because rocks definitely help with that. So yeah, let's see what my opponent decides to lead off with. He leads off with the Cobalt. He leads off with the Archaeodeezy. Okay. Um, if they get up rocks turn one, that'll be very annoying. Well, for Cinderace at least, but let's see. We just get up Sticky Web, right? If they get up rocks, Swords Dance. Oh, you're not an Archaeodeezy. You're a, we know what you are. It's not an Archaeodeezy, I can tell you that much. Um, we just Volt Switch. If they kill us, cool. We just go into Ogre. Please miss. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And now let me see, 'cause do you just die to my comfy? Alright. So, Vikavolt. Vikavolt, Vikavolt, Vikavolt. You did to Zoroark. Hisui. You did 62 to 74, so we high rolled the heck out of him then. 32 to 38. Wait, are we boosted already? 32 to 38. I think odds are Comfey. Do we want to risk Comfey though? Not really. I think we just go into Comfey though. It's saying it should die to Dragon Kiss. We're not boosted. Yeah, we're not a boosted Comfey in these calcs. So yeah. Hopefully we don't come to regret this decision. Okay, so Comfey gets the first kill against the Zoroark. So that's a really big, like, that's really big for us. I wonder though, would we? Okay, so let me check something. Would Vikavolt have died to the Poltergeist? Let me see, because we are a bulky Vikavolt. So Poltergeist. I'm going to assume that you're Jolly. Assume that you're max attack, and we're also going to assume, yeah. It's a 50-50 roll, so it's literally either we die or we don't. So I mean, you get the idea. So here's the real Cobalt. Do we just go into... I mean, we... He really struggles to kill Jirachi now. I think we go into this guy and keep Jirachi alive. Because, I mean... I'm assuming they're going to try to attack us. I don't think you're going to try to... Yeah. Honestly, I don't think you're going to try to set up on us or set rocks on us. That would be very annoying, though. I think we just go for the Mud Shot. Yeah, let's go for Mud Shot and see how much damage we're doing. Let's go for Mud Shot and see how much damage we're doing. If they... The only real thing they can do is go into Stealth Rock. Okay. Okay, they got Stealth Rock up. That's annoying. So we have to try to win this without Cinderace then. That's basically what that means. Ooh, we two-shot you? That is crazy work. And you're definitely slower than us now because you're -2 speed. There's absolutely no way. Even if you're like max speed Archaeodon, which I'm thinking, I'm very inclined to believe that they have a lot of like speed investment on this thing. Because the calcs did not say we're two-shotting. The calcs said we 3-hit KO you. Okay, so who's coming in next? So this game got really annoying for Cinderace. It is what it is. I mean, okay. We're just going to... let me say something. How much does Bug Buzz do to this thing? Tornadus. Better yet, how much damage are you even doing to us? You're doing... You're not two-shotting us unless you have Heat Wave. And even if you Terra into ground, which you're definitely going to do, Bug Buzz still two-shots you. So if you don't have Heat Wave, you don't even two-shot us. So we just click Bug Buzz here. We just click Bug Buzz here. And now whenever he comes in later, he's gonna be, well, slower than stuff. Okay, so he can two-shot us. He can two-shot us. He has the potential. Because let me see. Actually, hold up. 358 minus 175 equals 210. So I think if he low rolls us this time. Low roll? Okay, so we kill him with this. That's 2 bodies for Vikavolt. Alright, good job, Vikavolt. So either A, he wasn't... I mean... Okay, the only thing that makes sense is that he's not max special attack, because the low roll is supposed to be 50%. The low roll is supposed to be 50%, so Vikavolt, that's... Wait, no, Vikavolt has 1 kill. Quack Sparrow. Okay. Uh... Wait, did he even take a freaking... No, your boots. Okay. So... Our only bet is going into Jirachi. We can't let him have a free Moxie boost. So we're going to go into Jirachi right here. Maybe we should have went into, yeah. Let's see, they go for Aqua... Yep. How much damage are they doing? They're doing... Okay. So their speed is boosted. So we know they're boots, right? Does Comfey two-shot this? The answer is... we have a good chance to. Okay. So we're going to U-turn here? They could go for knockoff, they could go for cease. Oh, okay. Okay. They didn't want to risk us being like scarfed, I guess. Cobalt. Okay. Okay, so we know they have Flash Cannon, Stealth Rock. I'm assuming they have Roar or Dragon Tail as well. We go into Vikavolt, it just dies. I think what we have to do is just go into Moltres here and click Fiery Wrath. Yeah, just gotta click Fiery Wrath. Just gotta click Fiery Wrath. If this thing took as much damage as it did from Mudshot, so you're Choice Scarfed? Wait, is this thing Choice Scarfed? Or did you just... I'm so confused. But this should kill... Actually, no, they're probably timid max speed. That's probably what it is. That's why Mudshot did so much freaking damage. Okay. And we could have tried setting up right there. We could have clicked agility, and I'm pretty sure that would have locked game. It is what it is, though. Quack Sparrow. So we're at 204. We're at 204. So we're at 64%. How much do we take from CC? We just die. But you do have to be jolly to kill us. Without speed us. The low roll just so happens to be... Yeah. So we're in a tough predicament. We can't let anything die to this, because then it just sweeps us. Okay, we have to just hope that he misclicks for some reason, or that for some reason we're faster. And there's also that. Please don't miss. Okay. Does he not have CC? Because CC actually kills us. CC actually kills us. Because we're at 64%. And the low roll on CC is 63.9. But to be fair, he was probably accounting for the fact that if he goes for the CC to kill Moltres, there is the chance that Comfey just comes in and revenges him, because we already two-shot him with whatchamacallit. We already two-shot him. So yeah. With Draining Kiss. We already two-shot him with Draining Kiss. I have to acknowledge this, the RNG in this game has definitely been in my favor. Like, this has definitely been some favorable RNG, and I can't just sit here and act like, you know, ooh, I love the Juvia reference. I love the Juvia reference. I love the Juvia reference. If they try to set up on us, they just lose. So we're going to click Agility again. And then after this, we'll have to go into... Okay, so they're physical. Ooh, you're dead. Yeah, you weren't living that one. I probably have to go into Comfey, click Draining Kiss, and then go into Cinderace and... Like, we just have to waste sun turns. I mean, not sun turns, rain turns. Yeah, we just go into you and click Draining Kiss and hope we don't die to... Yeah. But good job, Moltres. You know, for your first game debut, you know, you did pretty well for yourself. You did pretty well. The hacks definitely, you know, helped me out in this game. I can't deny that. And, I mean, I feel very bad because, you know, Adam's a homie. So I prefer cleaner games against the homies, but it is what it is. So let's see. Do we just die? If we just... Ooh, wave crash. Wave crash. Wave crash, wave crash. You're trying to kill us for real. He wants us dead. Not gonna lie, he wants us dead. Yeah, but once again, I'm so sorry about the hacks. Like, the hacks definitely played a big part in this game, like for our victory and stuff. It just did. Can't even act like it didn't. It just did, and I feel bad about that because, you know, Adam's, you know, he's a homie, cool opponent, cool competitor. Wish you could have had a cleaner game. But yeah, man. But yeah, we have a very, you know, thunderous start to the league. You love to see it. You love to see it. Wish it could have been a tad bit cleaner, not gonna lie. But, you know, this dude has a really scary team. So to even make it this far, I feel so good. So I think we just Terra Blast this thing. Pretty sure Terra Blast does way more damage than Draining Kiss will do. Yeah, because I'm trying to end the game, not trying to drag it out, because like I said, he is the homie. So yeah, and once again, sorry about how this game went. Really hated how it went. GG's to my opponent. GG's to my opponent. This was a fun one. Like I said, it's a good way to start the it's a good way to start the season. It's a good way to start the season. Feels real good to start the season off this strong. Just wish it could have been a stronger, just wish we could have had a cleaner game. Next week, we get to take on the homie Pokemaster of 88s for the first time in a long time. So, yeah, look forward to that. GG's to my opponent. Thank you, buddy, for tuning in. If you haven't done so already, please remember to like and subscribe. And until next time, everybody, peace out.